Introducing the Open Palm Podcast with host Jerome Shaw, available today on your favorite podcast platforms. The Open Palm Podcast is a positive, uplifting, motivational, and inspirational podcast. The host brings his insight and philosophy, and you can't help but gravitate towards his smile, his words, and his wisdom. Again, the podcast he hosts is titled The Open Palm Podcast. It's about inspirational messages, motivating themes, and thought-provoking ideas and topics. He'll also help you become more aware and in harmony with your own life, giving you a better understanding of your place in the world and using your skills accordingly, greeting the world with an open palm instead of a closed fist. You can find the show today on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and more. You can also connect with the host on Instagram at Jerome Shaw. That's JROMESHAW on Instagram. Jerome Shaw with the Open Palm Podcast. Motivation, meditation, mentality. Go listen, download, and subscribe today.
Sigmund Freud once said, "Love and work are the cornerstones of our humanness." Love and work. You know, love is that thing that always was and always is, always will be. But when we think of work, what do we think of? You could think of work as energy. Anything that you are putting forth energetically, that is work. But I am reminded of Anne Frank when she said that laziness may be tempting, but true satisfaction comes from work. Do we ever get truly fulfilled when we are not in contribution? When we are not giving, are we really living? So it is love and work that are the cornerstones of our humanness, said Sigmund Freud. Understanding that when we are contributing something to the world, putting something out into the cosmos, making ripples in time in the universe, when we are doing work, we feel that echo and that ripple back to us, giving us that wonderful love and that wonderful energy of our work, reaping the few fruits of our labor, and understanding that the harvest is here, the harvest is coming, the harvest is upon us, and the harvest is for us to enjoy. What do you love, my friend? And what is your work? What does that consist of? They say that you shouldn't always do what you love when it comes to work, but you must love what you do. Even if you are like me doing rideshare for Lyft, I can honestly say, I love what I do. I have passengers every single day that I've never met, complete strangers, that give me the greatest wisdom, advice that I can take with me, little nuggets that I can keep. And they also affect me in positive ways, even in a time like this. At the time of this recording, where many people are at a loss for work, they find themselves also at a loss for love, unfocused. And I'm asking you, and I'm imploring you, don't just find love. Find work that is worthwhile in your life. Find something that you love to do. But don't just do what you love. Love the work that you do. It is the cornerstones of humanness. Thank you for listening, my friend. This has been Jerome Shaw on TOP, the Open Palm Podcast here in San Antonio, Texas. I truly love putting out this content to you and these positive podcast messages. And this is work that I love. I love doing this. And I really just wanted to shout you out for listening. If this is your first time listening, why not subscribe for more inspirational messages like this? Share this episode with someone who needs to hear it, be it a friend or a family member. And if you'd like to support, consider opening your browser to anchor.fm/jshaw And clicking that support button there is much appreciated. Sending a big shout out, big love to all the supporters who are donating to the podcast, making it possible for episodes like this. And as always, my friend, have a blessed day or night, wherever you are. Take care.